Um, so garden update. I got a handful of baby potatoes out of that bag. The bag potatoes that I did. I fucked up because I buried the plant too deep. I put too much dirt into the container and it killed the plant before any potatoes could grow. So I took another potato start and I've started another one exactly the same way. And I'm just going to watch out. You have to leave at least this much of the leaves, like the height, that many leaves sticking out, at least 4 leaves sticking out of the dirt, or it kills it. Learned the lesson the hard way. I did get a handful of baby potatoes before I killed it. I just dumped it out. Potatoes were in there. And I took a new potato start, which is just, the eye of a potato when it starts to grow the little thing. And I put it in dirt in the same bag, hung it back where it was, and I'm going to be careful not to load it up too high. My ginger starts are doing really well. I got to separate those out and plant them separately soon. I think this is a snapdragon, I can't remember. This is the Brugmansia that I thought Bonnie had taken care of it and it got accidentally frosted, so I thought it was dead. Look at this thing. How happy this thing is. It's huge. The leaves are soft. It's even got like a baby shoot growing at the bottom. It's doing really well. My basil got eaten by earwigs. This one. The other one's doing okay. So what I've been doing... Oh, and here's my olive tree. And usually I get these plants like this. I beg people for cuttings and air layers and branches from their plants. And then I use rooting compound and I root them. And then when they get bigger, I plant them. I have bought some things, but not that. And then here's some sage that I'm growing, prairie sage. And then this is my yucky starter tray. You can see these are sweet pumpkins, baby pumpkins, and they're all growing. There's just enough time left that I can plant those in the next week or so and still get a harvest out of them. We have about 60 days, 65, maybe 70 days at the most left for anything to grow. So, and then over here we've got some peppers, which I definitely don't have time for. They're going to be indoor plants, I guess. Some radicchio and things. And then here's the big fig, which is doing great. This was a fig that was a stick that I thought was dead, and he now has leaves, so don't give up hope on things. Keep trying for a while. Let me show you the banana plants and stuff. Oh, the coffee plants, the Arabica coffee plants. I highly doubt they'll ever make me coffee, but I'll bring them indoors for the winter. Or the hoop house is going to have heat in it this winter, I think. So they might do okay out there. My banana tree will likely never make bananas. Again, same reason. It's tropical. I don't live tropical. They need warm winters. It'll be indoor in the winter. But it did make 2 babies. It's still only a baby itself. Here's the remainder of the fig sticks. I'm hoping another one of them comes to life. Leave my mug behind for a minute. 2 actually, of my flowers are going to make flowers. I put out a lot of earwig bait because it's been eating them. You see that frilly? The earwigs have just been destroying everything. Look at that. They've been destroying everything out here. So for me to get anything, flowers especially, I had to put out earwig bait. I hate doing it, but they had to die. The container tomatoes are doing really well. This is San Marzano tomato. And you can see, it's just it's a milk jug filled with dirt with some hay on top. The bottom of this stem inside has a little cloth around it just to keep the dirt from falling out. And then I just water from the top and add fertilizer once a week. And you can see the plant's doing pretty good. It's not as big as the ones in the ground would be, but I mean, it's got flowers, and it's even got tomatoes starting. What's it called? Tomatoes starting. So I'll have some San Marzanos. This one, the container is too small. There's only one baby tomato on it. This is the bird bath. We had a panting bird. I was really worried. And then I actually paid for this. I paid money for this hickory nut tree sapling baby. Let's see if I can get him in focus here. Anyway, he's dying. All his leaves are falling, and he's very unhappy, and I don't know what to do to help him. I put all this crap around him to kind of shade it, but it's a really unhappy plant right now, and I'm really afraid it's going to die, and I spent money on this one, so I'm upset. The hoop house is a mess right now. I don't really have any other updates, but that's all my plants this year so far that's all the things that are thriving. Oh, and my roses grew back. You have to excuse all the traffic noise, but there's a busy road on the other side of that fence right there, which is why I'm trying to grow stuff, green stuff along it. But my roses came back. There they are. Thought they were dead for sure, and they came back. Let me show you my grandmother's gnome. That's Crumb. He watches over the mint. So yeah, if you think of anything that you want me to do, I can dehydrate, I can can. I've got a bunch of old ass jars. I can show you how to reuse old jars in a safer way. I can show you how to dehydrate different stuff. If you want me to try any garden experiments, I will. All of my kratky things except for the basil have all died. So if you have kratky advice for peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, I'll be glad to hear it. And if you want me to try anything, experiments or anything weird, leave a comment. I'll try things. What else am I doing? My garden's not as good as it should be this year. Everything's little, everything's stunted. Nature's unhappy. It is not healing itself. It's pissed off at us, and it's not giving enough. It gave too much water and then too much sun, like one thing right after another. So, but if you think of anything you want me to try, I'll try it. If you see anything here you want me to talk more about, let me know. I think next time I'll talk about starts. I'm going to start some fall crops this week: cauliflower, broccoli, endive, cabbage, more lettuce, and even some sweet corn. Even though it's mid-July, I'm going to start it. We've got 65 days-ish before the summer and before the frost. So anything that says less than the number 65 on the package, I'm going to try to plant some in starts. So if you think of anything else, let me know, and I'll be back next time.